Hi everyone, this is Aaron for Zollotech, and we're going to review the iHome iD50. Now this is a dock for your iPad or iPhone that also allows you to listen to music, allows you to make phone calls through it, and is an alarm clock. It's priced at about $169 suggested retail price, so that means you may find it cheaper somewhere else. Now, as far as the dock is concerned, overall build quality is pretty good. I've had some people comment and say, it looks maybe like it's a little bit cheap. It feels pretty good. It's all molded plastic. You can see there's the alarm clock on the front, or the clock on the front. Obviously, with the lights and things, you're going to see a little bit of glare, but it works pretty good. And the alarm clock is loud. It actually fades in the alarm, and can use music as well, but the actual default alarm is very loud. So you will see the side here, not a whole lot, just a piece of plastic. On the back, we have a spot for the AM antenna. We have a line in, so if you don't have an iPod or for whatever reason you want to use something else, you can use something else with that port. Here's the AC adapter port, AC to DC. We have a couple base ports, and the base isn't really great on that. I'll go into that in a moment. And on this side, not really anything. On the bottom, we have a battery door to keep settings and things. And then on the top is where everything else is. So here you can see we have an iPod, iPad adapter, and it fits both, and you've just got this stand. So what's nice is you can pretty much use it with a case on, things like that. Thickness isn't an option or a problem here, but depth may be when you're using it for that. Now the nice thing is it uses Bluetooth, so you can use AirPlay with it, or you can use it while it's connected to the dock. So I have my iPhone here. Go ahead and place the iPhone in the dock connector here, and it will charge both an iPhone and an iPad. You can see there. Now, if you don't have an iHome app installed, it's going to ask you to install an app. So this is a song I made using GarageBand. And the sound isn't that great. The sound works, but it's not fantastic. It does have a remote as well. But a lot of people are probably going to use this as a bedside stand thing, hit the snooze dimmer button, and go back to sleep. So the interesting thing, though, is you can make phone calls with it. So not only is it a dock for your iPod and iPad, but it's also a music player and a phone call device. So you can have a little speaker here, you can make phone calls through it, and it's connected via Bluetooth. So say I want to keep this playing, but I need to use my phone. I'll walk away. I can keep the music going. So here we'll turn that music back on that I made. And if I hit play, we have options for iHome. I have my Apple TV, but we'll go ahead and play it. I don't know why it's not playing yet. Let's give it a second here. I think it's on iPod. So we'll go ahead and hit the other mode button. Bluetooth. There we go. You can hear the music now. So just some music I made real simply to use for a video. So you can hear it's working through this. Now when you want to go back, you can go back, plug it in, and it can either play via Bluetooth, or we hit mode and we can go back to iPod or aux in, and then hit play, and we'll have music again. But basically you get the idea. As far as a dock is concerned, that's what you get. And then you have these iHome apps that work pretty well. It has alarms and things on them. The problem is it tells you need to install an iHome app when you do that. And what happens is you plug this in. A little bit more difficult to get the iPad in place. I'm afraid I'm going to scratch it all the time, but it will hold the iPad. You can see there's the keyboard there. I'll go ahead and input my password. Right here you can see on the top there, it says application not installed. It requires an application. Would you like to install it? Well, you hit yes, and what happens is you generally get 3 different applications. So which one do you install is really the question. There's iHome plus radio, iHome set. It's a settings app. All 3. So you get the idea. You can pick all 3. There is a pay one, and then there is a free one. Obviously, I would go with free. But it will charge the iPad, it will charge your iPhone, iPods, and connect to all of them via Bluetooth, which is really pretty nice. The display is easily read, clear. Now, when it comes to sound, it's hard to convey through the microphone here. But what you'll get is you'll get good highs and okay mids and kind of muddy bass. The bass really isn't that good. Despite having bass ports on the back, it really just doesn't carry. It can't really handle heavy bass or anything. Now, obviously, it's a bedside alarm clock dock, but it really just can't handle bass and things like that. There isn't really a quality sound when it comes to that. Everything else it does pretty well, and for under $200 is definitely worth looking at. But it really just does not have a high quality sound. You would want to look elsewhere. They do have some other products that have a better sound when it comes to bass than this particular dock. But overall, I like the design. I like the way it looks. In person, it looks a little nicer than maybe you see here. It works well, and it also has an AM antenna here, which some people will appreciate that. I won't necessarily use, but overall is a pretty nice dock. If you have any questions about the iD50, please place them below in the comments. I'll try and answer every one of those questions to the best of my ability. Other than what you've seen here, that's pretty much what you get. But it is a nice dock, $170, and it's worth taking a look at if you haven't seen it and you're looking in the market under $200. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.